Right there, accomplished problem, it came in, accomplished problems next time.
So first problem was we spent a lot of time talking.
About an hour and a half. Maybe
Yeah.
less than that.
And I was helping other people as expected. The next time I sit down to work on voice first, I am going to be, so the actual problem that I'm currently on is that I have, every time someone clicks the subscribe button and enters in their credit card details, it stores that info in our Firebase. And then I have a Firebase function that runs as soon as a new storage happens. And that creates a customer in our Stripe account. I'm running into an issue on Firebase where when that function triggers and it creates the customer, I want it to also write back to Firebase, but having both the Stripe customer store and the Firebase write seem to be too much external calling, so it crashes and says that the timeout was too long. So I'm gonna figure out next time I sit down, do the simplest thing that could possibly work, move everything else to a different function that gets triggered a different way. Yeah, it's getting there. It will be done by Tuesday, by the time the next Team Shisha meeting happens. And next time what is Safe Code Push? I did update and push the website. So we have a repository for the Voice First Tech website. I did push the code for that. As for the code on the other stuff, I have not. There's no excuse for me not doing that, and I need to.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that immediately once I'm done eating, before I work on anything else. That is my first thing.
Is to what?
Push the Firebase function code for subscriptions of Dry Cleaner up to the repository. The only reason I'm continuing to push on Voice Dry Cleaner rather than creating the subscription for the rest of that is because I've already been building out for Voice Dry Cleaner. I don't expect to actually use it for Voice Dry Cleaner. I actually migrated all of that publicly visible laundry information to a new hidden folder on our website, so that way we're not upsetting Dawn in any way.
Gotcha.
But once it's all implemented, I just copy and paste onto the new site, and I change the term laundry for the term growable or house or tidy, and then it's the same.
Okay, so Rohan,
I came here expecting to get the test cases figured out for the Tidy app. I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. I'll sit down and I should be able to figure it out before I leave. But then next time I sit down, I plan on working on the Firebase integration for Tidy. So
what problems did you come into?
just like lots of errors that I wasn't familiar with how to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of working through that and troubleshooting is what I'm going through right.
Did you figure out how to solve some of those?
Yeah. I've been learning more and more each time I sit down. So hopefully one day I'll have it.
Okay, dope. And okay, you have next time. What did you accomplish today? Did you get any test cases done?
So I built like the intent, but for some reason it's not reading in the number that I wanted to. So I'm just trying to get that figured out.
Okay.
But that's so the intent is done, but the test is or maybe the other way around.
Yeah. Okay. But you know you got to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So Samir, what did you come in today, thinking that you were going to get done?
Well, my goals are up there, but what I came in and wanting to do is incorporate the dry cleaner special note aspect into Tidy, as well as update the language model to reflect that, and automatic Amazon geolocation and permission and all that. So I got all that working. Tests are all passing, about 40 some tests, 42. Yeah. And then also fixed error handling. I figured out like what was the issue. I didn't have the phrases I was using from last time in the language model, so I put those in there. So those should work. And the only problem I have left is the Twilio number is confirmation text sending is not working out right now. So.
And we recorded, we had a problem, and we think that we have someone on the team that might be able to assist us. So right when it happened, we were like, okay, this is our problem. This is the data that we have, the evidence of what we're trying to paint this picture for that person. Then we're going to take that 1 minute and 30-second video and we're going to send it to him, and we're going to see what he says. He'll probably know exactly what to do. Okay. That way we save ourselves stress, and we can spend the time to figure it out if we want, but also if we're crunched on time, then we can ask someone to help us real quick.
As far as I know, that's the only thing left.
Yeah.
That, and then once Rohan gets the size intent figured out, we're gonna incorporate that into
Yeah.
our tidy app.
Okay,
And so when it sends out a text, it'll have the room size as well.
yeah. What do you think is, once we button up this and we're able to send texts, what do you guys as a team think that is the next step for Tidy?
Like the Firebase integration and, like, we need to figure out what data we want to collect, once we have the app running, so
Yeah.
that we can optimize like the app for the future.
Yeah.
And also, we need actual testing up in the
Yeah, yeah.
real world testing.
Yeah, so we're gonna get a customer, we're gonna get it in someone's house, and then we're gonna figure out what data we should be recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll ask them, we'll ask our house cleaner contact what they think is the best data to record.
Yeah.
And then the future feature would be
Yeah.
Google Calendar integration,
Okay, and maybe Google Maps integration for.
automatic appointment.
Yeah.
Yes, Google Calendar integration would be awesome.
Yeah, for both.
One thing we haven't leveraged yet that I would love to see in one of our apps is, they added speech SSML
Mhm.
for Amazon Polly.
Really?
Amazon Polly is a language that lets you change the voice. So you type in a set of words. The normal service is you go on the website, you select an accent, so you say I want an Indian male, number 3 out of the 5 options that they have. You type in a set of text, and then you hit click, and then it'll either give you a downloadable MP3 or it'll just play it right there for you. And then you can add that. What you used to have to do is you used to have to upload that to an S3 bucket, and then you'd store it up there, so it wasn't dynamic text. You had to ahead of time get all those MP3 files. Amazon has added on integration with Alexa, so that we can just add a little SSML tag into our responses, and it can get a different voice.
Nice.
That's so dope.
As I'm saying that, I'm realizing that that's just Alexa, and I don't think that applies to our
I
Google.
don't think that.
And where
So-
we wanna focus on Google?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
something that a lot of customers bring up
Yeah.
is it's like, at some point, we want to change it away from using
Yeah.
Alexa's voice, because Alexa's gets boring for people.
In 10
Yeah.
seconds, explain why we are using Google primarily as our first instead of Alexa.
Google doesn't require customers to enable the skills, so it makes it much more accessible for us and less friction.
Okay, dope. Okay, what did you come
Awesome
in?
work.
What did you come in thinking that you were gonna do, and then what did you accomplish? Problem.
I was
Hey,
good. I was here to do homework.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was actually accomplished?
What did you accomplish doing your homework?
I mean, I did some of my homework. But
Okay.
yeah, I need to turn it in on Monday.
A lot more homework needs.
What
Yeah.
problems did you have like during doing your homework?
It's just basically taking a message, passing an algorithm, and creating a program from it. So
In what kind of program?
Python.
Okay. And what is the purpose of it?
So basically, I'm trying to get the probability that a grandfather will say either who or whom, depending on what their grandchild said. So basically, I have a whole bunch of probability data that I have to use to get those probabilities, right? And then it's cool stuff.
That's the kind of stuff that those little devices listen to, that it goes
Yeah.
right over my head.
And then I need to like also use like hidden Markov models to create these models, and it's like
What class is that?
computational linguistics.
Okay, dope. What do you have to do going forward, do you think?
Well, I need to finish that.
Yeah.
And also,
Specifically.
I'm going to work on what, like, you know, the idea for the food app. Hopefully by the end of this week, I'll have some sort of proposal, you know, because I want to continuously do this research.
Yeah.
And then from there, I will get a proposal saying, all right, this is what's already out there. This is what this is what we can do. This is how it can be used, and all that good stuff, right? So hopefully by the end of this week, I can get some sort of proposal based on what is already out there, right? So we'll see.
Oh, yeah. What I came in expecting was I expected a good work session. Like, everyone that is here, I expected to be here. Like, if you weren't here, I wasn't gonna be pissed, but I'm very glad that everyone came, because it seems like this is a usual bunch that keeps coming. What I wanted to get done was I wanted to facilitate everyone and make everyone's job easier, because I do have my fingers in a lot of things. But I can do little things here and there that makes everyone's job easier. Also, I think the conversation at the beginning was very good. I think that was a huge accomplishment for us today because we had disconnect between two values to solve. There was one problem and we had two different values ways to solve it, and it was good that both sides came to understanding of both because I think both sides are now smarter for understanding the other side. There was just like one thought the other didn't understand their side and the other didn't think the other understood their side, and now it's like coming to in the middle, and I think we are smarter for it. So I think sometimes we do talk too much like I'm doing right now, but conversations are a way to come to a mutual understanding, and that way we can grow. But also execution is key. I also wanted to accomplish making a developer account for AWS, which I did, but that was yesterday. The goal is to create a growable in a house cleaner, AKA tidy, on a solely developer AWS and a developer dialog flow, because we don't want anything to happen with a production version. We want to test everything on the developer version. Then we take that code, we zip it, then we move and we put it up in a different account, because we've had issues with a Lambda function switch. We think that Amazon has some things to fix because it's switching to Lambda functions that it shouldn't, but we want to make sure.
Wait.
Hold on, what problems did I have today? Problems I had today was I was talking too much and I wasn't listening enough. I thought I could listen more when we were there, and I'm glad that Carlos was there to kind of bring it home.
The more you talk about that separate dev, the more it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like with those problems, we just
Yeah.
want to avoid that.
Yeah, okay, next time I sit down, which will probably be in another 30 minutes, but, actually, next time I sit down, I'm gonna meditate, and then after that, I am going to send that video to Zach. I am going to then work on putting Growable on a developer account only. Because I've had some issues with Dialogflow. I've been trying to put it on Dialogflow, but I think I'm just having a stupid error. I need to review the videos. Okay, I am done. Thank you for listening. Yusuf.
Wait, before you.
Oh, okay,
continue,
okay.
I just have a question for you.
Yeah.
Don't we already have a voice first developer console on Amazon?
Yes, okay, I misspoke. I am making a Dialogflow for that. I made the account. Now
Okay.
I am putting Growable on a developer Lambda, and then
Oh,
I'm having
Lambda function,
so
yeah.
there's gonna
Okay.
be production and there's gonna be developer, and it's Lambda, AWS, Dialogflow,
Okay.
Alexa Dev Console, all of that in a fucking box.
I can share
Alright.
those login credentials with everybody. 'cause
Yes,
it's
yes.
less need for that
It's less
privacy than
pressure.
in our production.
Yes, yes, yes. And then that's why,
Two different functions, two different skills and connecting them. One is for live, one is for test.
yes. One is a live version that I think only, like,
That has access
me
to-
and Pat will have access to, or just Pat, either way, I don't care.